Hello. It's about 2 weeks after I recorded the first film with my project plans for the summer, and I'm very happy to say that it's working. I mean, I posted it, made it public, so I felt obligated to actually do the stuff, and I managed to finish the blanket, the squares for the blankets, because, like I said last time, I think about joining them in autumn because first they need to be blocked, and I have other things to do as well. And also, just I think the summer is too warm for making a huge blanket. But here are all the squares. This is the first one. I think it looks like some plants that can grow near the beach. The whole title of the blanket is Last Dance on the Beach, so I guess everything is themed after a beach. These are, I know, I guess it's similar to like a starfish shape stitch. I think it's actually called starfish stitch. This I'm not sure what's the connection with the sea, but I quite like it. That these are shapes, like 3D shapes. These are waves. I like it a lot. This one was, I think, my favorite square to make. Absolutely fantastic. It's also 3D, and it's waves, so it's very sea-like. Uh, this is the seagull stitch. These are supposed to be seagulls footprints, I guess. Not my favorite to make because of the stitches that you had to put into some lower rows, but still quite fun to learn. This is corner to corner. I guess it sort of looks like a picnic blanket that you would have, the sort of checkered one. Uh, this is a heart shaped, nice one. I love the sea, so it's very nice that there is a heart. A wafer stitch. I like it a lot. It's soft, it's very nice, and well, sometimes you eat wafers near the beach or near the sea. These, I guess, look like possibly waves, something like waves leave on the sand after they are gone. This, I don't know what its connection to the sea, but still, something interesting, unique. You don't see anything like that very often, so nice one. And the other two squares I've decided to do differently than in the design. In the design, this square was supposed to look like this, and something similar to knitting, like a faux knit stitch. I quite like the look of it, but I just was unable to do it. It just kept getting wonky, and the it just started to look like a rhombus and not a square anymore. So I decided to change into something easier, and I found from another blanket caul. To me, it looks similar to like basket weave stitch, and you just sometimes take a basket for a picnic near a sea and so on. And the last one, it was supposed to look like this, waves again, but because there were slip stitches that you stitch into, and well, actually it was like a back loop of a slip stitch that you had to stitch into, I just couldn't see what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to stitch. So I decided, after a few tries, I decided to just do something much easier, and I decided on a granny square. It's a solid granny square. I just thought that it's fitting again for the sea, because you could make a napkin out of it and, I know, cover your basket with it. So I decided I will do that. And I have 4 squares of each 12 designs for the blanket, so I have all 48 um 48, yes, 48 squares that the blanket is made of. So yeah, I'm finished. The only thing I have to do is join all the squares, but I guess I'll do it later. One more thing I managed to do was to do a little bit of this pillow cross stitching. I finished more or less this part, those V shapes for the, I know, sun, whatever it's going to be, and do a little bit of this. It looks yellow on camera. I don't know if it will look as well on a computer. It's called tangerine, and it looks orange live, but somehow on my camera it now looks yellowish, but it's actually orange, light orange, like tangerine. And I also managed to find my first craft bod, because I still have to finish it. And well, I cross stitched that like last year, and what I have to do still is just sort of put it like that together, cut it, trim it, or yeah, I guess trim it, and then sew it on the back to make something like this on the back, and that will be done for this one. Also, I embroidered like a cover for a needle book. So it's not a lot, but it was just my first thing, I think, ever that I embroidered like that. Cross stitch, no, I used to do that when I was a child, but something like this was my first time ever. So I did that. I have to just cut it, this pink stuff out of it, and then make it into like a needle. So I have to sew this together, sew this onto this cover, let's say, and that will be it. It's not a lot to do. The biggest problem is I don't really have scissors that would be sharp enough to cut it precisely without damaging or tearing anything. So I have to just go and buy, I guess they're actually called shears, like fabric shears, just to have something sharp and not to destroy everything. And after I'm done, my first craft pot will be finished. I've drank the tea, a very nice tea. There's also a pin. On my last In my last video, I showed you it was a bee. I think this this actual box or pod was connected to roses or flowers in general. So everything's with this type of colors and embroidery. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I mean, I did drink the tea, so there's nothing left yet. I don't remember where I put the autumn one and the spring one. Well, no, the spring one I do know where it is, but the winter one, because after I do this one, I have to go back to those previous ones as well. I remember that the autumn one wasn't my favorite. Not a lot of embroidery, some other crafts that I'm not like super fond of, but I remember, for example, the spring one was absolutely amazing, and the new summer one was nice as well, so I want to do that. And yeah, I have to do diamond painting really soon. I have to start it because I really want to finish it before the end of holidays, like finish it before the end of holidays. to let the company know what drills I need, because they didn't send one packet, one color of the beads, of the diamonds, and they asked me to just finish the whole painting first and then let them know if there's anything else missing. So I need to do that, and then yeah, let them know, and then I can move on to other stuff. Obviously I will have to do some diamond paint, no, bullet journaling before the new school year starts, so before the end of August. And Kumihimo, if I'm lucky and I have the time, I will do it. And I think I will be able to find the time. So yeah, it's working good. I'm very happy I did that. I decided to post on YouTube because even if there there's no one watching or very few people watching, it's still something I said publicly, and I need to do that. So it's working so far. I'm happy. Yay. So thanks anyone who's watching, and bye. I'll show some more progress in about, I guess, a week or two. See ya.